A live look at the state capitol right now, the scene of the latest assault on a controversial lesson plan provider. Opponents gather there to put CSCOPE back in their crosshairs.
That's right. A judge granted a restraining order prohibiting the use of CSCOPE in the Llano Independent School District. KITV's Lydia Pantazes found out why parents and politicians are upset.
Reading, writing, and arithmetic sounds simple enough, but how those lessons are taught is creating major controversy. At the center of the education battle is CSCOPE. Now a group in Llano County has obtained a temporary restraining order prohibiting Llano ISD from using the lesson plan. Even Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst is speaking out against CSCOPE.
I think that CSCOPE has some problems and it needs to be fixed or killed.
CSCOPE has been accused of being a, quote, liberal lesson plan.
I have found lessons where they had kids drawing new communist flags, very pro-Islamic, having kids learning verses out of the Koran, and just a very socialist, communist, collective type philosophy involved in it.
CSCOPE supporter Thomas Ratliff, who is the State Board of Education Vice Chair, calls the plan to remove CSCOPE a 21st century witch hunt.
The reason you teach them about other government structures is for them to understand and appreciate what we have in the United States, and you can't do that if you don't study how other countries do it.
Despite the controversy, hundreds of Texas school districts will use the lesson plan this year, a lesson plan CSCOPE opponents say should be thrown out just weeks before school begins.
Now, Ratliff says throwing out CSCOPE just weeks before school starts is just unrealistic here. He says implementing a new lesson plan would just be impossible.